Oh man.
Where shit looking right now? Us against them. Shit, us against ourselves. Yes, it's us against the world. We're a little oldie. See, we never let them be the best of us. Because we the best of them. Like me with the talk game. You know how this shit go.
You got the king of motherfucker, royalty while my tumor waits. Ghetto superhero, spanking street sweeper, booming hit. So hold my faith, don't lie on my mistakes. Compliment the misfortune and ain't no such thing as a drama place. No bitch ass niggas at my wake, I wake up. Chase niggas up out of there, bottom tier to my bake cup. Hoopty money coming in, hotter there in a freight truck. Punch niggas to sleep still, Vladimir on the wake up. Endangered lyricists, safe for you, take the rock route. Look how my wheels pop out. Extravagant, suspensions like a dropout. The battle poverty's humiliation, pity wasting on potential, lost doubt. Ain't complacence, rapper blood all on my apron and splattered Prada cross. We gon' celebrate with champagne, burps, and chronic coughs. Bet your homies got a price to show their colors. You should have some sucker punches, perfect timing like a government distraction. They say the goal is impossible, I'ma try. I've been grinding too long and it's time to fly. Life without the opportunities might be dying inside. I'ma wind up taking you with me, never give up my fucking pride. Gotta watch out for the creed. Any night can be your last night, you can't afford to sleep. Otherwise they have you deep. I will not be like the last one, it's time to get we keep. Diamond flurries, ice the tents, counting my bad luck. Not a worry, legends don't bleed, they close back up. Ready tuck for you to see it. I got the armor boosters. My little nigga knock your block off, body armor's useless. New outfit to shop, Ferrari got the duelist. Ran out of room for new friends, goodbye to opportunists. Money ties without restraint, paper promiscuous. Hollows have you over on the floor, make you ridiculous. Sleeping beauty, woke for my charm, gave her my dick to kiss. Blue and purple ridiculous, clouding what your depiction is. Y'all alive in 17, probably open the broke awards. No applause, 24 swords, over on my vocal cords. Turn a supermodel spy stalker, designer fly talker, roll on a set, be a skywalker. Patient Australia and eye torture. South Jamaicans dying torture, mind your business, duck the crime chalker. They say the goal is impossible, I'ma try. I've been running too long and it's time to fly. Life without the opportunities might be dying inside. I'ma wind up taking it with me, never give up my fucking pride. Gotta watch out for the creed. Any night can be your last night, you can't afford to sleep.
Okay.
I will not be like the last one. It's time to go we keep. Wonder where my grind in winter. Punish niggas or somebody. Picture me stumbling.
Some of y'all already in the motherfucking building. Daryl, Phil, Reem, Shia, Michelle, Bobby Rashawn, CG, Mia, Betty, what's up?
The power in me's higher. Give a fuck who understands. You know we ain't gonna give a nigga nothing he can't handle. 1 millions like 100 grand club runners. The summer jam. I'm my brother's keeper. Like Nino and Dutta, man. Tragic the handle of a matter.
What's up, the mic drop?
Clips on club strips, teardrops in the casket. You gotta ride as hard until fear hops in and grabs it. Born a star, watch out for peers blocking the magic.
Oh man, we give people time to get in here. Y'all know how we do it.
I've been running too long and it's time to fly. Life without the opportunities might be dying inside. I'ma wind up taking it with me, never give up my fucking pride. Gotta watch out for the creed.
What's up, Lady Netta? Mia, Gina, what is up?
Otherwise they have you deep. I will not be like the last one. It's time to get we keep.
Lloyd Banks.
Let me go through one more. Let me play one more and then we're gonna get it in. Whoever ain't here at that point, I can't do nothing about it. We're gonna go. What's up, Britt Brat? Black Gems. We about to go. Y'all hit that like button on your way in.
I gave all my younger years the music, but it was taking too much. Being every place in the world left me no space to do us. I know I ain't gonna turn the fold, the biggest mistakes so you trust. Niggas done on your way of paying. So
what's up, Frederick?
Bucks flipping through Benjamins a decade more. My thumbs with platinum, never vacating on my pen, loading my guns, clip packing. Vision of beauty for so eyes my enemies can't see. Energy channel through the guys.
What's up, Miss Murphy?
Me. The light that lets me been deceiving my discovery stalker. Could it be I'm too much a dreamer? Maybe I love a bit harder. Could've went diving out this morning. Figure recovery smaller. Part of my history forgives the other half. See karma. Are you my nigga? Would you rather see me fall and get bigger? Funny how real feelings appear when you get all and you're lit and you're turning. Memories burning. Lay along with the vermin. Thought we see eye to eye for certain, but I guess I had the wrong person. I landed right in hands and dropped my weapons.
Lane, you wild. Miss Mia, what up?
You know where we should get always blurry, I'll be your guide. The street don't raise us up with too much pride. It's through or die. Anybody go against the boxes up to the sky. Spinning.
What's up, Monica? What's up, Scrimp?
100 rolls of 145, and it's revenge in my eyes. No regret, no replies. 2 in the morning, and I'm lurking. Perfect setting for sketching. Exhibit the essence of my weapon. Second to no being here. Niggas been sleeping on me. Haters never gonna dream clear. Making these fans 100s waving out the smoke screen, yeah. In the game of underachievers, always believed in myself. Cutting logos and moguls out of magazines.
Okay, yeah, I was about to get it in.
In front of the radio, reciting lightning struck, same spot. Top of the writer's chain, I'm rainbow flame, the cocaine blocks. You choose to chase me, paper trails, and lead the snake ass niggas aside of my enemies. That's wishing RIPs, no difference.
Let me turn this off. I'm bopping though, but I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Y'all let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. What's up, Mark? What is up, Ali? Mia, you wild. You like the house party story? I got stories for days, man. If your stream is freezing up, try refreshing first, because I'm looking clear over here. But y'all let me know if y'all can, if everything is good on y'all's end. If your screen is freezing up, just try refreshing. See if that helps out. All right. But y'all, I got stories for days. We're gonna get into more of these stories about my life. A lot of people liking those stories, and we're gonna get into more. What's up, Stacy? We're gonna get into more of those stories. I wanted to come in here and talk about this Gayle King caping campaign that I'm seeing being waged by black women. Now, I'm going to go through a post I posted on my Team Rob videos. I'm going to read some of these comments because these are some of the excuses that I am seeing for riding for Gayle King. But before we get into that, let me say shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Y'all see we doing B123 over here. Not to try to hijack nobody's shit. I'm not saying I came up with B1 or nothing like that, but I am going to do B123. That's going to be what we doing over here. Team Rob, we're going to make it a motherfucking conglomerate because B1 don't seem like it's enough the way that we are having to deal with all forms of propaganda, self-hating ass coons, and these motherfucking cave-dwelling ass racists out here. We need at least 3 layers of motherfucking insulation to get through this shit. That's how I'm feeling. And I did B123 to represent the 3 colors of the Pan-African flag. I know there are many people who disagree with the Pan-African movement, but to me, it's the only flag we ever had that represent black people. So that's what I'm doing. B123. Period. That's where we at with it right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I have been seeing a lot of black women, way too many black women. And now this is not me saying all black women, but I will not be clarifying that over and over and over again. I'm not saying every single black woman is doing this. What I am saying is too many are. And the excuses that I'm seeing, again, I posted this post up. I'm going to read some of the excuses that I'm seeing. You know, in the defense of Gayle King, this is very problematic to me personally because, you know, they make it seem as though somebody's coming out here and defending Kobe's self-hating ass, coon ass behavior while he was alive. That's not what's happening here. What is needing to be defended is the image of the men who represent you in the community, so well as our women need to be protected as well, period. They're not attacking Kobe because he's a coon or because he was a coon. That's not why he's being attacked. That's not why they attack black men. That's not why they murder black men. I remember this happened with Stephon Clark. And when he was shot down by the police, people went back and saw some of his anti-black women tweets. Some of his coon mints. They went back and saw some of his tweets, and then black women, so-called conscious black women, because these are the black women that are really the most problematic to me, is the ones that's calling themselves conscious. The ones that's calling themselves woke. The ones that are calling themselves acting like they care about the community. Acting like they see the big picture. They see this thing better than everybody else. You can't see it. It's impossible for you to see it if you don't see the propaganda machine that's being waged against you and your people. These sons that you are giving birth to. If you don't give a fuck about them, you don't give a fuck about yourself. The same way with black men. You don't give a fuck about the daughters you're creating. You don't give a fuck about yourself. It's directly connected to you. But I saw this happen with Stephon Clark. Now, in his life, he was on some coon shit. He was with a non-black woman. When they shot him down, they did not check with him first and say, hey, are you fucking with white hoes? Are you saying disparaging things about black women? Well, I'm going to take you off the black community's hands by gunning you down. That's not why they shot him down. They shot him down because he's a black man. That's what that was. And then you had people who came in, black women, talking about, well, I'm not defending him. He wasn't for the cause. They didn't check and see if he was for the cause or not. Period. It's not why they killed him. Not why they murdered him. Not why they shot him that many times. They're not attacking Kobe because he was married to a non-black woman at all. They're not attacking him for that. They're trying to tarnish his legacy because they do not allow black successful men to pass and keep their legacy intact. That has been a pattern. They don't care. Gayle King has been used to be a tool to push this image that black men inherently, even in their death, no matter what, they're not worth a fuck. And black women are taking this time to say, well, he was with a non-black woman and he did say some disparaging things about Trayvon Martin. He did. I blasted his motherfucking ass for that shit. He was on some coon shit. That has nothing to do with what Gayle King and her friend Oprah Winfrey have been doing. They are not connected. I made a short video on my Team Rob Videos channel about a post I saw on For Harry. And it said something about where we're protecting rapists now or something to that effect. Even though Kobe wasn't found guilty in a court of law. That was disappointing for me to see that for Harry. And I'm seeing all these black women say, well, he's with non-black women. That's why we're going to ride with Gayle King as she disparages our sons. How can y'all be allowing people to come out here and disparage your people and you not see the big picture? Somebody's asking here, do I support R. Kelly and Bill Cosby? No, I don't fucking support R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. That doesn't make any sense. I don't support them. But what I don't support more is the fact that the black man is being made of all things sexually degenerate. You know who that affects? That affects me. And if you got a son, that affects your son. Because every time they see him, they see R. Kelly, they see Bill Cosby. That's what they see. They see thug. They see somebody that can kill. And then black people are going to find a reason to justify this system killing their own people. I'm supposed to be conscious, right? I'm supposed to be woke, right? So therefore, I cannot conduct myself in the same way that the sleep ass, 99% ass, black sellout self-haters conduct themselves. I'm supposed to be different, supposedly. But you got people that will come out here and be like, I'm conscious, but I'm a coon right now, though, since it's black men being attacked. Since it's black women being attacked. I'll coon right now. Because now, for example, if there was a black man in this position, and say that black man was killed by, we can actually take the case of Botham John. Now, we saw his family coon out completely. Botham John, in his situation where if he dealing with white bitches, right, and is killed directly from a white cave dwelling bitch, that would not be, I would say to him, well, you shouldn't have been around them white hoes. I would say that. But at that trial, at the time of the trial, when this system allows that white woman to get off for killing him, I'm going to have a problem with the motherfucking system. That's going to make excuses for that white hoe. That's going to make that black man's life not worth a fuck. That will be my issue because I'm supposed to be so-called conscious. Yes, he shouldn't have been dealing with cave dwelling ass white hoes. But the system that allows her to get off just so well as if it was a black woman. If a black woman is murdered by a white man, I'm going to say, well, bam, there was a woman actually in, God, it was somewhere here in North Carolina. They found that she went to a house party, or not a house party. It was a sleepover with all white folk. Come to find out, she gets found murdered. She gets found to be killed. All those white folk at that party, none of them brought up on any charges of any kind. They ruled it some type of motherfucking suicide, some type of accident. Now, I would say to any black woman that's going to put themselves in that situation, don't be around white folk like that. If you stay away from the motherfuckers, that shit can't happen. But the system that will not indict or bring to justice any of these white motherfuckers, that's going to be what I have a problem with. The media that will get on TV and act like this black woman's life didn't fucking matter at all, that's what I'm going to have an issue with. Not who she was laying up with, not anything else other than focus on this system. Because that's our enemy together. That's our enemy together. We can't always be separate and then call ourselves having a common enemy. That black woman shouldn't have been in that situation. But do you think I'm about to say, well, she deserved to die? No. Do you think I'm going to let the news media come out and disparage her and try to make her life seem like it wasn't shit? No. And I don't give a damn if she was laying up with a white man or not. It's the system that allowed these white people to get away with it that I have an issue with. That'll be my issue. In this situation with Gayle King, because again, this situation with Gayle King is black women taking their time out to disagree with Kobe laying up with a white woman. That's what they're expressing their grievance with. The black men that go and lay up with non-black women. Anybody who watches my channel knows I speak against this. And this is another issue I have. It's almost like the black women who hate black men have a blanket type of commentary. They come leave these stupid ass videos on my channel, or stupid ass comments on my channel about how black men hoist up white bitches and black men be with white bitches and black men don't defend black women. Motherfuckers, that don't apply to me. Don't leave those comments on my channel. I know y'all got this, y'all got to leave these comments on every time you see a black man talking about anything, but that shit don't apply to me. I defend black women. I'm one of the ones that do. I know y'all may not be used to seeing that a lot, but I'm one of the ones that do. Therefore, your comments don't need to be left on my channel, and I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. To me, that just means you're fucking dumb. And you are so in your feelings or emotional that you're going to leave these same comments no matter where you go. No matter who you talking to, you saying the same shit. That stuff doesn't apply to me. I'm going to read some of these comments out that I got and break some of them down some of the excuses that I'm seeing. Some of the excuses that I'm seeing, and then I'm going to deal with some of y'all's comments. Right now, if you're talking to me, I'm not dealing with it yet. I'll deal with some rebuttals and comments in the comments as y'all leaving these comments once I get done here, all right? I made this post on my Team Rob videos. I'm going to read out the post to you and then read some of the comments that black women were leaving. Says, any black woman who is caping for or defending Gayle King for any reason is a traitor. The root of the problem are these black women's hate for black men in general. We are dealing with a generation of black people who would rather continue to widen the gap between the black man and the black woman as opposed to closing the gap, which I find very problematic. These people can have their opinions and stances, but cannot continue to act like they are for the community. These black women are a serious problem and continue to have sons, aka black men, which I have an issue with as well. Anybody who wants to debate their support of Gayle King or turn this into something being wrong about the black men going at Gayle King's head, let me know and we can go at it. So it was basically me calling, like, if y'all gonna defend her, then we can just bang right now. I'm gonna read some of these comments. What's being said? Says here, no, black women are just not afraid to hold black men accountable. Who else can do that if we don't? Black men, especially successful black men who could help advance the race, leave us for other races of women all the time. So tell me, who hates who more? Because again, this is the crux of it. This is the truth of it. Is that women are having issues with these swirlers. I have issues with these swirlers as well. So when you turn, when you can't notice the propaganda, can't see the propaganda because of your angst for black men in general, you're missing the point, in my opinion. You're completely missing the point. Because Gayle King is not talking about Kobe interracial dating or anything like that. That's not why she's talking about him. And it's the interview she did with Lisa Leslie. That's not why she brought those questions up. Gayle King didn't give a fuck if he was with a non-black woman. So how is she your spokesman? How is she your spokesperson? Because Gayle King laying up sucking white dick. She didn't care that Kobe was motherfucking fucking with white hoes. How can that be your spokesman if Gayle King is not anti-interracial dating? If your problem is that Kobe's a swirler, that's a whole completely different issue. They're making black men the face of everything degenerate. Everything. This man dies. He didn't die. He wasn't murdered by his non-black wife. He was killed in a helicopter accident. Him and his daughter. Was he a coon when he was alive? Yeah. I wouldn't argue against nobody that would call Kobe a motherfucking coon, because I done banged on Kobe for being a goddamn coon. But that's not why Gayle King is doing what she's doing. That's not why she's ignoring all the white men, and particularly Harvey Weinstein, one of her favorite white men apparently. That's not why she's ignoring him, because that's what the conversation is okay, you're talking about Kobe, but what about Harvey Weinstein? And then we can double up and say, well, you was, hell, 3 or 4 months ago you could have started talking about Kobe. You could have been talking about Kobe. You could have been doing that. You got pictures with Kobe after his the rape case of 2003. You got pictures with him, and you could have talked to him about that then, if you wanted to. But you waited. And then you want Lisa Leslie to get up there and, disparage him, even though that was one of his homegirls. Or they was close friends. That's what the issue is. It has nothing to do with what they're saying about Kobe, Cosby, or R. Kelly. It's the fact that they are not leveling the playing field. It's the fact that they're not talking about these white men as well. That's the issue. This has nothing to do with defending Kobe Bryant. It's about seeing what they're doing and having an issue with it because you understand how they're trying to make the black man the image of all things degenerate as they ignore the white men who are doing the exact same, if not on a greater scale, even more than black men. And these are black women that are doing it. I'll continue. The next comment says, Rob, what are your thoughts about the sisters who aren't caping for Gayle King, but pointing out that many black men didn't support Monique when she was having issues with Oprah, and by proxy Gayle, as she is Oprah's little sidekick? Now, y'all can remember that I was a black man who stood for Monique. If you've been following me for a while, you saw those videos. I made several videos in support of Monique. Do you know how many times I got cussed the fuck out by black women and black men? Several. I got my ass chewed the fuck out for standing with Monique by black women and black men. That's the reality of it. Acting like black women were just supporting Monique is a lie. They were telling Monique to sit her motherfucking ass down, quit crying, you're not talented. You don't have a gripe. You're not funny. That's what they were saying about Monique. Black women. You should be happy that Netflix was going to offer you what they was offering you. You have no true value. This is black women saying that to another black woman. You're problematic. So don't lie. This is my problem, is that motherfuckers is out here lying to find a reason to support Gayle King. To find a reason to go ham on black men. I supported Monique. I was there. I got my ass chewed out for that by black people. Y'all told Monique to go sit her motherfucking big ass down. You and your husband, as a manager, he ain't worth a fuck either. Y'all supported Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. Black women did that. Black men did it too. But if we're saying that black women as a monolith were supporting Monique, then that is a lie. I supported Monique. And now it's really coming tenfold. It's coming around now. Now motherfuckers like, well, Monique was trying to tell y'all. Yes, she was. I was telling y'all right there with her. Y'all told me I was tripping. And here we are. Oprah still being engaged in fuckery and Gayle King engaged in fuckery too. Y'all was going ham on Monique, black women. Do not sit here and act like y'all was supporting Monique. Some were. But a lot of black women were not supporting Monique. So to use that as an excuse is bullshit. Hold on. Another comment. Says, I don't believe it was Gayle's fault. I believe it was her team, producers, and network. She's not the only person who come up with these questions. She should have spoke up. And refused to ask a question like that during this time or any time since Bryant was acquitted of any charges. She let the network use her, and they played a particular snippet of the interview to get more views and attention, and it worked. I don't agree with Gayle, and I honestly believe there's a bigger behind the scenes motive. Now, to allow Gayle King to come out here, because she apologized and called herself saying, well, y'all didn't see the whole thing. Well, lady, we saw you ask the question. We saw Lisa be like, he was found innocent. Ho, I'm paraphrasing. Lisa Leslie don't talk like that. And we saw you double down, triple down on trying to get her to disparage him. I don't need to see an hour-long interview to say that you're out of pocket for this. Because she didn't just ask the question. Y'all are making it seem like she just asked the question. She asked the question. Lisa Leslie slid on her motherfucking ass. Then she asked another question. Then she asked another question. That's the issue. Her being a journalist and doing her job and it was the network's fault. No, it wasn't. This was what she chose to do. As she's continuing to choose to do this, when is black men being brought up to question? Harvey Weinstein, nothing. Crickets. Actually, there was another white man who recently died. Kirk Douglas. Crickets. I've heard nothing. This is about an agenda. People are defending against the agenda. They are not defending Kobe. They're defending against a clear agenda that this America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated has always had against black men. And black women, you too, because these are your sons. People are defending against the motherfucking propaganda. Nobody defending Kobe or Cosby or R. Kelly. Nobody's defending them. I mean, I'm not saying nobody's defending them. What I'm saying is, by and large, when I see people talking about this, they're not defending these men. They're defending the propaganda machine that's being waged against black men. And because black women, too many of them, hate black men, have an issue with black men, they're supporting this as well. It's like my own mama saying it's okay for y'all to slander my son. It's okay for you to murder my son. It's okay to create an entire society that sees my son as the enemy. Got these white hoes clutching their motherfucking purse when they see my goddamn son. Meanwhile, these white men throwing white bitches in trunks and they don't do shit around them white men. A white man can murder 30 of these hoes and these bitches will clutch their purse around me. That's propaganda. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're up against. It has nothing to do with defending Kobe Bryant. And you conscious motherfuckers who's supposed to be conscious motherfuckers, you should be able to see that. They watching, yo, black woman, they watching you in the store. They following you around that motherfucker. Meanwhile, these white hoes can walk in that whole goddamn department store and leave with the whole goddamn section. Whole aisle 8 they can leave with it because they watching you because of the propaganda that says you a motherfucking thief. This white bitch that Kobe was accused of goddamn raping, she had 8 motherfucking semen in her goddamn drawers, in her motherfucking vagina. But yet you the hoe. You think I'm gonna let this society come tell me that my women the ones that's hoes? And when I'm watching they bitches go out here and suck and swallow everybody on the goddamn block and these bitches get to get away with it? No, because that's the propaganda against you and I'm gonna stand for that because these motherfuckers are against you. That's what I'm gonna do. This white hoe sucking and fucking the block. But black women are the hoes. They're the ones that's promiscuous. Matter of fact, they can't even be raped because they want it all the time. That same propaganda is being waged against black men, being waged against you, and y'all motherfuckers are running around here like you can't see it. You don't understand what's going on. Because you hate black men so much, oh, they swirling. You can't see what's going on. You think I'm going to let them treat my women like that? When I know these white hoes, when I was at the parties with some of these white bitches and they sucked the block? No, if they try to come out here and say my women is hoes, I'm going to defend black women. Because that's what the fuck I do. I defend us. What y'all motherfuckers need to be doing, but you're not doing it. And then you got your little audiences, you got your little crowds that come in here and goddamn, big up the motherfucking bullshit that you own. Because they hate black men too, or either they run around hating black women, because black men run around hating black women too, but I'm going to defend us. That's what I do. And I'm going to get my mother, and motherfuckers going to come at me, black men going to come at me for doing this shit. But I don't give a fuck. We don't relate. We are not the same. I can see, I don't know what the fuck y'all waiting on to look at this shit. I don't know what y'all waiting on. But we gonna let these motherfuckers off the goddamn hook though. We gonna let the propaganda work on us though. And even the so-called woke conscious women are letting this shit work because he was with a non-black woman. That's not what it's about. I don't give a damn if black women are out here swirling. I am against that. But you think I'm going to let them say that black women are, even the ones that are swirling, you think I'm going to come out here and let them disgrace the image of black women? My women are thoughts. And you'll even see black men saying the same shit. Saying the same shit. We don't understand how we're using these public social media platforms to justify everything that they say about us. To justify them killing us. To justify what that black woman was stealing. Ain't that what happened over in LA? When an Asian colonizing bitch shot that black girl in the head for stealing when she wasn't even stealing. That Asian bitch got off. You don't even understand the propaganda that's being waged against you is for a reason. It's to justify them killing you. It's to justify their treatment of you in life. Not in death. This is to justify them treating you like shit in life. They're degenerate. They're thieves, they're criminals, they're rapists, they hoes, they thoughts. Like, how can y'all not see that? To justify everything that happens to you. I'll continue. Another comment says, Kobe was a still out. Period. I hate when y'all spell period with the T at the end. Stop. Like, stop doing that. Period is enough. You don't have to have a T at the end. I think that's homosexual black male rhetoric anyway. But it says he doesn't deserve defending. If a black woman lived her life like Kobe did, black men would be calling her a bed wench and would not defend her if she's being attacked by white people or anyone else. Kobe wasn't for the team, so whatever. Still love you, Rob. Now listen. Listen to what I'm saying here. I've heard black men call black women bed wenches in life. In death, if a black woman is murdered by some cops, I haven't seen, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't seen black men come in and say, well, she's a bed wench. Now, I've seen them call women bed wenches that are living. But in death, I don't see droves of black men sitting around like, well, she kind of deserved it because she was a bed wench. Now, again, I've heard black men call women bed wenches that are living. I've heard them do that. But in death or in being murdered, you know, it's like, I don't really see that happening like that. We're going to deal with that. I appreciate the super chat, Nappy Yank. Y'all, listen, black people. Let me tell y'all black people something about these names. Every time I see Yankee, every time I see the word Yankee, it bothers me. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Nappy Yankee, no. No. You're supposed to be some type of black conscious. Change that motherfucking name. You can do that right now. Change your name. It says Oprah/Gayle been bashing black men for 40 plus years and only now we notice. No. Not only now we, maybe y'all, but not me. I've been trying to bang and don't nobody pay me no attention. So This is what I'm dealing with. Snoop trading Gayle for colonizing Pelosi, huh? How many exes have been on the trading block? Fuck out of here. Now, I'm not a Snoop Dogg supporter. So, you've heard nothing of me talking about supporting Snoop Dogg. So, I make videos about Nancy Pelosi. Again, what happens and what I notice a lot of times with my videos, people don't watch them. Y'all sit around and you watch the videos of black men who hate black women, or you'll watch the videos of black women who hate black men. Y'all don't want to watch anybody that's trying to bring people together. Therefore, you miss a lot of positive, productive, progressive commentary. Y'all missing all of this. I talk about this shit. No one cares. Nobody coming to watch anything positive or progressive. Y'all want to see negativity. That's all y'all give a fuck about. Now, I do blame the content creators as well for this. But all y'all want to see is black men and black women fighting all day long. That's it. That is all. I've been banging for years, and anybody who's been watching me for years can vouch for me. I won't even vouch for myself. I'll say that I've been banging for years. Even bang. I'm on everybody's ass. Which is why a lot of motherfuckers don't fuck with me. I'm on everybody's ass. Trying to get black men and women to see we're more productive this way, right here. I've been on that block. No one gives a fuck, though. That's not my fault. I put the information out. Y'all focus on the negative. This is why some of these comments that are made to me, this is why I say it don't even apply to me. Y'all have these default comments that y'all come leave on everybody's channel. If the title even says the words black women in it. Y'all black men always trying to go in on black women. Y'all never defend black women. Y'all who, ho? What are you talking about? Y'all who? Not me. I'm one of the black men that defend y'all, and y'all still come over here and go in on me. Still. And I still be riding. All the hate, all the negative comments from black men and black women. And I still ride. Still riding. That's who I am. Still trying to make y'all see the big picture. Regardless of all the hate I get from both sides. You got black men that will dedicate entire videos, panels, and channels to talking shit about me. You got black women who come over sending me emails or leaving comments talking about what y'all black men doing and how y'all black men don't defend black women. That shit does not apply to me. Leave those comments on the channels that they motherfucking apply to. And if you can't see when you have an ally, then you is dumb as fuck and blind as fuck. That's what the problem is. That's your hate for black men that is steering everything that you say. Well, I was on a post and I saw black men not defending black women, so I'm just going to go run around the whole internet and leave these stupid ass comments on every channel I see. The black men that defend y'all black women don't get no goddamn support. Truth be told. You only want to focus on the negative. Truth be told. I should have goddamn a million black women standing at my motherfucking back. Since y'all claim that all these black men don't defend y'all, well, the ones that do, where's the support? Where's the fucking support? Talking all this shit, knowing damn well y'all don't support the people that support y'all. Or either you'll run around and only want to support the motherfuckers that sit around saying the black man is or the black woman is God every two fucking seconds. Those are the only motherfuckers y'all fuck with. If somebody tell you to correct some behavior, oh, y'all black men, I get so tired of motherfuckers telling me they gonna unsubscribe from my channel. They just said this shit to me the other day. I forget what video it was on. Say all y'all black men do is attack black women. I'm about to unsubscribe from your channel. What? Who are you talking to? Y'all black women don't support the black men who support you. And then turn around and hold every black man accountable for the ones who don't support you, because these are the men who have your attention. You scroll YouTube and Facebook all day looking for negativity. Say, see, I told y'all they don't fuck with us. See, I told y'all, look at these black men. But then the motherfuckers that supporting you, crickets. 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 I'm gonna get to some of y'all's comment in a second. Let me bring it down. I'm getting worked up because I live this shit and I see it all the time. I see it constantly, where I'm being told that black men don't defend black women. Meanwhile, the black men who don't defend black women get all y'all's attention, all y'all's vitriol, y'all's hate. And the black men who do support black women struggling to get views, struggling to get shares, struggling to get likes. So, you know, at some point this shit has to change. And I understand that we talk about change, but we don't see our position that we play in changing anything. If you have an issue with black men not defending black women, stop watching the black men who don't defend black women and put all your focus in black men and do. It's simple. To me, it's a simple thing. Now, I'm not the type of black man that's gonna kiss your ass every day, but I ride. All right, now I want to get into some of y'all's comments before I hop off of here. I wanted to get into some of y'all's comments. Now that I'm actually paying attention to the comments, y'all can go ahead and comment. Now I'm looking. I appreciate the love. Some people saying they do appreciate me, and I do appreciate that. I do get messages from women that do appreciate me and see what I'm doing, and don't need me to kiss their ass all day for them to show some love. I appreciate that, because I'm gonna call out coons. 99% of our people are coons. I got to call it out, on both sides. On both sides, I have no choice. That's what I'm here for. I got sons and daughters to raise. I am going to do a review of that. Icy Hardaway asks, are you going to do a review of Who Killed Malcolm X? Oh, I'm going to do a review. And motherfuckers going to be mad. I got one more. I got the last episode to watch. Motherfuckers going to be mad at me about that. Well, I guess I'll say the Nation of Islam motherfuckers, they're going to be mad. Because I've been saying the shit. I mean, I've been telling the truth about the NOI, about Farrakhan, which they didn't get into Farrakhan much, but we're going to talk about that. I also didn't like the fact that they had Sean King on there. I didn't understand his purpose. Al Sharpton was on there. I didn't understand his purpose. And Cory Booker was on there, which I see why Cory Booker was on there, you know, based on what we learned, the information that we learned. But I got one more episode to watch, but I'm going to watch that today. And I'm going to do a review on it. I'll probably do that maybe Monday. And it's we gonna get into it, because the NOI, they can continue to make excuses and act like they don't know what the fuck going on. You got these motherfuckers running around here sucking Farrakhan's dick, sucking sucking the dick of the leaders of the NOI, but you know, no. Mad love to you. Catering to the culture says, been team Rob for months. Expect to be challenged, Rob. It's our mindset, not your message. Keep banging. You just been here for some months, so you don't understand. You don't understand fully. I'm going to keep banging. I'm going to keep banging. And it's not, I don't look at it as I'm being challenged. I know I'm dealing with coons. Coons can't challenge me. Coons are just coons. They have a mindset. They don't see the big picture. But I've been here for years, banging. I do appreciate the love. But I've been here for a while, man. I ain't just show up out of nowhere. I would say since about 2013, 14, you know, I've been here and growing, you know, and growing and growing and growing as a person, growing as to how I approach our community, how I deliver my messages. I cover everything from politics to relationships. We do funny stories. We do current events. We do, you know, breaking down interviews. I mean, I be all over the motherfucking place. Music review. I do everything. I be here on everything, but don't nobody want to pay this shit no attention. And then what make it so crazy is videos I made years ago. We seeing these things come to fruition, and I still don't get no motherfucking respect. You like, you know, I always say it, over a decade, never nobody's favorite. That's what I've been saying. Well, actually, Rick Ross said that shit, but I took his shit. Like, I took it and I used it. Over a decade and never nobody's favorite. Motherfuckers will fuck with everybody. I've been over here getting it in for the longest. We can laugh, talk. I'm gonna bang. I'm gonna show y'all how to have pride in the face of these motherfucking white supremacists, in the face of this motherfucking system. I'm gonna break shit down. Everything. Everything. We've been getting it in for a minute. Yeah, they took that one down. Tomalo. They took that channel down. I had over 80,000 subs. I was up towards 90,000 subs, and they took that channel down. Which I was losing some people anyway, because of when I shifted my message, when I wasn't focused on, you know, black people, our issues, dealing with our wave, our movements, our history. You know, I had more people that fucked with me then. And I was losing people, but I don't care about that. I don't care about losing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be coons that just want to hear funny shit. Because there was a lot of motherfuckers that be like, man, I miss when you was just funny, Rob. Ha ha ha, Rob. Well, like, motherfucker, it's not a game being played out here. Ain't no joke. It's not all jokes. We can laugh sometimes, but we got a lot of work to do. I miss the old Rob, man, when you used to get on here and just shoot the breeze and talk about, you know, some bullshit and make me laugh. Like, motherfucker, no, we not doing that. Because this shit ain't all funny. I appreciate the love, Steven. I appreciate that. I have played the new Call of Duty, the Tristan. I have played the new Call of Duty. I don't have a whole lot of time to play, but I do try to play it sometimes in my, you know, when I got some free times. A lot of times I'm on the road and stuff like that. Gina, I believe it. But they got the fuck up out of there, yo. Like, they took my channel the fuck off. Mad love and respect, Cosmic Warrior. Mad love. Said all the channels Rob had throughout the years have been good and nothing but the truth. Motherfuckers don't want to hear it though, man. You say I'm still funny, vote for me. I appreciate that. Motherfuckers be really, they be bagging up, man. So I do like to have time, you know, take some time to, you know, I'll tell a story. We'll do some funny content. Just tell a story and people end up laughing like hell for that. You know, so I do appreciate people laughing with me as well. But y'all know I come to bang. I come to bang. Jesus, I've never been to Africa. I've never been to Africa before. I do want to go in my lifetime. I want to go over there and see the colonized. Well, I don't want to see the colonized, but I do want to go over there and just get a feel for what the colonizer has done over there. Because that motherfucker is moving. Even in Africa. They over there just raping and pillaging Africa at all times. I do know that just based on studying the history, keeping up with current events over there in Africa. We know that the Asian is coming in, as well as the colonizer that has been there. They are, they in there. And there are a lot of Africans who have that same coon-ass mindset as well. I mean, and really, this is why I say cooning is a global thing. That self-hate is a global thing. The effects of us being colonized and worshiping everything white, that's a global thing. And to me, that's a sociological phenomenon. Because no matter where we've been colonized, you'll have self-haters and coons everywhere. Bleaching their skin, doing all this stuff to, take away their features, hating their features, praising white people, even though these motherfuckers have shown themselves to be fucking degenerates. It's mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing to me. Yeah, I posted about that, Jacqueline. Jacqueline W. says, have you all heard about that principal resigning for her racist rants about Kobe on Facebook? I actually posted about that on my Instagram. I actually posted about that on my Instagram the other day. So, she resigned. We're going to call herself apologizing, talking about it was karma. Basically, karma got hope to Kobe. And you'll see a lot of motherfuckers that'll say this shit about karma. But my thing is, white hoe, if karma was real, y'all be dead. Y'all just wouldn't be at a minus birth rate. Somebody was like, well, they getting their karma, they at a minus birth rate. No, that's not. No, that's just a matter of them having the same recessive ass genes that they've been had the whole time. That's not no damn karma. If karma's supposed to be something that swoop in and, do some shit, I don't believe in karma. In the existence and the behavior of the European, of the colonizer, it should take away all belief in karma. Especially if you study karma. Where it came from. Karma is a matter of reincarnation. I don't even know how we get away with talking about karma when karma was supposed to be something that you first have to believe in multiple lifetimes or a person being reincarnated. And the Asians, through their Buddhism, and actually it was the Buddhists who have this idea of karma. So, but you'll have Christians talking about karma. Mad love to Special Cali. Mad love to you for the tithes and offerings. Says, I appreciate you and your content. The hard work isn't going unnoticed from the UK. Mad love to you. Mad love to you all the way from the UK. A lot of racism going on in the UK. A lot of these British people, these British black people are coming out their motherfucking mouth. We just had Naomi Campbell. We also had Daniel Kaluuya. These goddamn black brick coons are out here opening their motherfucking mouth. But to deal with karma, you have to first believe in reincarnation. You have to first believe in that. So when I have Christians that be talking about karma, I'm like, you don't believe in reincarnation, motherfucker. What are you talking about karma for? That doesn't even fit your religion. So what are you talking about karma for? So this doesn't even make any sense. But that's how you know you got a people that just saying some shit because they've been seeing it said, so therefore they're going to say it too. That's how you know people aren't studying karma. Exactly, Gina Regina. It says Christians are so fucking stupid you can't believe in karma and forgiveness. Exactly. You're supposed to forgive the rapist, forgive the murderer. Not hope nothing happened to him. I hope you burn in hell. Like, that ain't Christ-like, motherfucker. That's not Christ-like. Elaine Lloyd says you reap what you I think he meant sow. You reap what you sow is what the Christians believe, but karma is a shorter word. Nobody's reaping what they sow. Nobody's reaping what they sow. That's not real. Just like most of the stuff in the Bible, that's just something to make Christians feel good about not doing anything but praying. They gonna get theirs. They probably won't, though. They probably won't get theirs, as a matter of fact. Mad love to liberate my people. For the tithes and offering says, my 15-year-old is watching your vids. We have the youth ears now. Hashtag Team Rob. Mad love for even allowing your child to watch my videos, because that should be our target focus group. Because you have so many black men and women who are just damaged goods. They've been hurt so much, that they can't change their wavelength. It's low, it's going to stay low. But with these children, with our children, we can do a better job by them, making sure what they take in is more in line with us having a community mindset, a unity mindset, and seeing the propaganda that's being waged against us, which I always talk about, teaching our kids how to recognize propaganda. And the propaganda is to keep the black man and woman separate. That's the propaganda. So, that's what makes it so crazy for me when I see these conscious people like feeding into this shit. Like, this is exactly what they want. This is exactly what they want. How are you doing exactly what the system wants you to do? Putting these images out, keeping the black man and black woman separate. Because there is no progress without us being together. There is none. The black man ain't gonna make it 10 to 15 blocks up the road while the black woman is sitting back here. That's not how it's gonna work. It ain't gonna work like that. So, it just, to the people that call themselves conscious, I guess it just doesn't make sense when I see some of the things that they're out here doing, some of the narratives that they putting out here. Mad love to you, Lakeisha, who says, I listen to Rod with my 13-year-old. Mad love to you. I know I cuss a lot. I do use profanity. So I do appreciate y'all for letting your children listen to me regardless. I do appreciate that. Michelle Hendricks says, Rob, how do we bring black men and women back together? There's a lot of hurt that has happened between us. Well, see, the thing that, I guess in my opinion, the only way to bring black men and women back together is for us to forgive each other like we forgive white folk. That's the only way. We must forgive each other like we forgiven white folk. See the bigger picture. Put the bullshit in the past and know, to me, it's a practical thing. We not going to get nowhere without each other. We forgiving white folk every day. Everything that white people do to us, you know what we still do? We smile. We love them. We want their acceptance. We want their love, no matter what they've done to us. So if we have that same love for each other, I think naturally we'll come back together. Because that's when we are at our most powerful. You'll have a lot of people that will say, well, this shit is from the plantation. It's from the plantation. Black men and black women been separate since the plantation. The black woman, the respect she doesn't have for him since the plantation. But no one ever picks up to right there after we were quote unquote freed. Nobody ever talks about that time right there, where we were together. Despite what happened on the plantation, the black man and woman were together. Despite that. So it's like we go plantation, skip over us being together, go right into us being separate. And that's not how it worked. We were together after slavery as well. Post-slavery, the black man and woman were together. We knew we all we had. These motherfuckers hate us. Ain't nowhere to go. Ain't no haven. But somehow the illusion of integration made us believe that we did have another haven. There's somewhere else we can go to get the love that we deserve, to get the respect we deserve. There's somewhere else now we can go. It's not. And that illusion is keeping us stagnant, is keeping us separate. And now we even have black men and women who have come in and jumped on the bandwagon and helping fuel this black man and black woman being separate. They're helping fuel it. So now the white man, he can just throw his little trinkets out here. COINTELPRO, some of you haven't did any research on that, but look and see how COINTELPRO worked. And that same shit works now. They'll slide their little puppets out here. Because even if you study COINTELPRO, there were a lot of black informants. Not necessarily that were working for the FBI, but they were informants, which made them ops. That were used, not on payroll, but just were used. But now they start paying these coons. Your Gayle Kings getting paid. Your Oprah Winfrey's making up to almost $1 billion. Turning her back on the community. You have people like Lonnie Love who recently came out here. A lot of these celebrities that come out of their motherfucking mouths. So they can just throw out a little dissension out. And black men and women are so ignorant, we jump on it all. If somebody come out and say, fuck black men, black women gonna be like, hell yeah, fuck black men. If somebody come out and say, fuck black women, black men gonna be like, hell yeah, fuck black women. Because we don't understand. And at this, I don't even know if we really care. You know, and that really is troubling for me because we don't seem to care. I've had my issues with black men, I've had my issues with black women. I've had my issues with black men too. But I've had my issues with black women, but that doesn't make me not see the bigger picture. I've been hurt. That don't make me not see the big picture. I know what the fuck they trying to do. I know they want me to focus on my hurt, to stay away from my black woman. I know they want me to do that. So why would I do it? I'm defiant by nature. And to me, one of the most defiant things that black men and women can do is love each other regardless, in spite of. Not saying you give passes for abuse. Not saying you do that. But loving each other regardless, the same way y'all love the white man and his mama. Y'all love them regardless. These motherfuckers can do experiments on you, lynch you, burn you, bomb your churches. These motherfuckers can create whole systems where they're not giving you loans, shoving you into their prisons, and still you wake up every single day seeking their love. Love yourself like you love the white man and his mama. That's what'll get us back. That's tough, Derek. Derek, that's tough. Derek Gordon says, what wrong do black women admit to? Boy. And here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what's interesting about that. Because when you study black women, I mean, this was one that's really women in general. If you study the people, let's say, you know, for me, I feel as though, you know, I'm intelligent. I've studied black men and women psychology. I've studied our psychology as a group from a sociological standpoint. When you study us and when you study the culture of women, period, you will see that it's hard. And my job as a black man is to be understanding. Now, I'm still going to, like, look, come on now. You know damn well. You know what I'm saying? You still got to do that. But it's to understand what the fuck has taken place here. To understand the social engineering. Well, women ain't really about to admit to no wrong that they doing. Like, best you can do is to try to get them to silently stop doing the wrong. Like, getting them to come out here and make a goddamn statement. Like, hi, I'm black women, and I know I did this, and this, and I apologize. It's gonna be, it's gonna be tough to get that. But what I hope is that I can get the behavior to stop and maybe not necessarily need the apology. Because if you stop the behavior, I don't give a fuck about the I'm sorry part. Let's just stop the behavior. Because being accountable is something that black men and black women struggle with. Black women, to me, struggle more. And some people may have a problem with that, but it is a struggle because that's how they've been, you know, conditioned. Like, I don't do nothing wrong, nigga. What the fuck you mean? You made me do it. You know, it's like, you're a grown woman. You claim you're independent and can do whatever you want. Check, right? But then when you fucking up, I made you do it. I can't make you do nothing right, but I can make you do everything wrong. And it is a mind fuck. I'm gonna tell you that it's some Jedi, like, but you gotta understand, like, because I've been studying this for so long, I understand. So I try to, you know, be understanding. Okay, don't say you sorry. Just stop. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? Because black women tell you that about their own black friends. Like, you know, it's like, that's a good point, Miss Murphy. Says, Rob, you wouldn't exist without black love. That's what kills me about folks. We don't see it. I don't get how we slander our sons, slander our daughters, and we the ones having them. It just doesn't make any sense, because what we're telling the system is, well, yeah, kill our kids. They deserve it. Yeah, them black women ain't shit. Because if you think you can come out here and say black women ain't shit except my daughters, then you wrong. Black men ain't shit except my son, you are wrong. You are completely mistaken. Ain't no except your son. That's my issue. That's what blows my mind. There is no except your daughters. No. That ain't how this shit work. That ain't how it work. You don't get to exonerate your kids while you saying black men and women ain't shit. Or, you know, vice versa, whatever narrative you have. You know, you don't get to exonerate your kids. White supremacy don't exonerate your kids. They're actually kidnapping your kids and stealing their organs. And they don't even look for them like that at all. You know why? Because they black. White kid go missing, they look for him for real, don't they? I was watching an old Patrice O'Neal stand-up the other day where he talked about if he was to go missing, he was going if he go on a trip on a boat, he was going to have him a white baby attached to his hip. Because even in that comedy, he knows that people going to come look for these white kids. You see. They not looking for your kids. They don't give a fuck about your kids. So when you come out your mouth and say you don't give a fuck about black men and women, you saying you don't give a fuck about your kids, and you're allowing the society to understand that you don't give a fuck about your kids, and they're going to just keep on rolling. Ebony Knowledge says you the head, so I don't know. Ebony Knowledge says you the head, so I don't know. Okay, Ebony Knowledge says stop pointing fingers and deal with the root. Actually, to me, the root is white supremacy. And we can't deal with the root until we actually come together. And through the pointing of the fingers, it's a blame game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, both black men and black women, have had our roles in this fuckery and where we are. And in the climate that we've created. I feel like both people are responsible for this shit. But that's not how it's being dealt with, you know. And to me, it's like, okay, we both wrong. I don't need to go back to slavery. I don't need to go to the feminist movement. I don't need to go to, the black men. I don't need to go back. Right now, today, let's move forward. I don't need to go back. I don't need to go backwards. Ebony Knowledge says, who is the head? I don't know what you mean. Who, you mean the head of the community? What do you mean? Be a little more specific. I do believe the black man is the head of the community. Now, he can't assume that role. Righteously, he can't just come sit on his throne because there will be excuses as to why he shouldn't be there. So I think it's, I do believe that black men are the head, but you can't really assume that role if there is no just cause as to why you should be in that role. Because, with a lot of black women, they want to be proven that you should be in that position. Now, we can say the black man is the head. That can be said, but is he treated as such? And that's the thing that is the difficult part, is you have to prove yourself. We can say the black man is the head, but the black man is the head once he proves himself to be the head. It's not like he's just understood as the head. That's not how it's understood. He has to prove himself to get that respect. He has to prove himself to get that respect. So it's not like, that we could just sit up on a damn throne. Because first we gotta prove that we are worthy of that throne. I do believe that is, one of the issues that we're dealing with here. We have to prove our worth. We're having to prove our worth. Rochelle says, does he act as such? Well, a lot of black men don't act as such. I'm not on here to. I believe 99% of black people are coons. That's both men and women. I don't think that black men assume their role as the head like they should, or do the things that are necessary to be in that role a lot of times. And I don't believe black women are willing to follow like they should. So I understand, I guess, some of the arguments that are made, but it's like everybody's out of pocket. So, it makes it it's one of those slippery slopes. It's one of those slippery slopes. It's one of those slippery slopes. Because it's tough. It's tough to get that balance, in here. It's tough to get that balance in here. Because black women ain't about to just let black men come assume no role. You got to prove yourself worthy of that role. And I think that black men should be focused on proving themselves worthy of that role. But I do think it's interesting that for everything that's going on, for black men to assume that role, if the black man was to come out and say, well, I'm the head of the community, I'm marching. I can say that right now. I'm the head of the community, I'm marching. Y'all coming with me? I just talked about how black women don't even support black men who are, doing the things that they should be doing. They don't do that. So then it becomes, well, black men aren't doing it. Even if you have an example of a black man that is, it'll be overshadowed by the black men that aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that seems to be something that's a reoccurring theme. Not saying that I'm just using for example. I'm not saying that I'm doing everything to, right or nothing like that. I'm just saying, for example, it ain't like black women about to come follow me. Or, if I was to say I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just going to follow me just because I said I was that guy, and just because I come in here and I defend black women. No, it's not going to work like that. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on how we conduct ourselves. I think both men and women. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I'm not sitting here exonerating men. I don't do that. Y'all know, y'all watch my videos, I bang on black men too. And that's why a lot of black men don't really fuck with me like that. They don't really fuck with me like that. But if black men were to say, well, I am the lead, y'all stop twerking right now. I'm the head. Stop making these twerk videos. Black women gonna say, nah, I like making these videos. I'm the head. I think you need to take off them long ass, silly ass lashes and let's get to work. Black women gonna say, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. What you worried about? What I put on me anyway. So it's just interesting. It's an interesting dynamic, but I do believe that it can be mended. I think it can be mended, but it's not like black men can just come out here and give commands. Acting like we can just tell black women what to do is a fallacy. I mean, I know that black women are going to try to shame. They're going to shame the man by saying, well, nigga, you not the head, you not doing this, that, and the other. But it's like, well, you're not going to listen to what I got to say anyway. You're going to do whatever you want. The black man has never had control of the black woman. That's not how it ever was. So, the black women have always done whatever they want. Now, when they decided to do, what's in line with the movements of the black community, that was great. That was beautiful. But black women gonna do whatever they want. That's just the truth. Jamaican singer Queen LA says if you were a guy like Tariq, a lot of them would have fucked with you. It seems. I'm not trying to be insulting. No, it's all good. That's not an insult to me. I'm in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? And you'll notice that even with me being in this lane, you'll get pushback. You'll get things like that. From black women, and it just is what it is. Just like right now, you got Ebony Knowledge in here going ham. I'm an advocate for black women. She's still trying to go ham on me. Still, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that I'm for black women now. It's y'all black women can vouch for me. The ones that actually listen to me can vouch that I am. She's still in here going ham. Still. This should be something she's doing. And if you say it's somebody like Tariq, this should be something she's doing on his channel. She over here doing it on me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's just hard. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. It's difficult. I'm not the guy that nobody should be in here putting dumbass comments in my chat box. Go somewhere else. If and here's what I hear is that these so many men on so many black men on YouTube banging on black women, hating on black women. Go talk to them. I'm trying to bridge the gap. I'm trying to bridge the gap. Shy G Hudnall says during the Black Panther era, women were very interested in partnering with black men in leading. However, they were pushed to the side. So I think that it cost them certain amount of disdain. Well, if those black women don't understand COINTELPRO and what happened there, if they don't understand what happened there, then that is us being ignorant. Again, COINTELPRO wanted that. Do you know how intimidating it was for them to see black men and women standing together like this? That was very intimidating. So what they did was they came in and created that rift. Now I watched a documentary where black women were wanting to be on the front lines. Black women were wanting to be the ones carrying the guns and doing some of the goddamn defending. Shout out to the heart of black women. Shout out to that motherfucking heart. I know it's in there. That's why I be wanting black women to focus on learning how to defend themselves. They're not victims out here. And I get slack for that. If I say some shit like, y'all stop worrying about how to walk in heels and putting on dumbass makeup and learn how to shoot a gun and learn some jujitsu or something, then, well, Rob, you hating black women again. Like, it's like, that's not hate. That's me wanting you to learn how to defend yourself. But nonetheless, black women were wanting to be in the front lines, and a lot of those women were being subjugated to having to be in the kitchen and things like that due to that patriarchal mindset that some of the black men had within the Black Panther Party. But some of those black women had them shotguns, had the heat, but a lot more of them wanted to be in that role. But if you look and see, the government came in and fucked up the Black Panther Party. They were infiltrated, same way they did Malcolm. We're going to talk about that when I deal with this Malcolm X documentary. Same thing. So what we're saying, if we even go back to there, what we're saying is, well, the government's moves worked. And we can't recover from even knowing that this is what the government wanted to do, even having the documents showing this is what the government wanted to do, it still works, and we still can't get over it. And to me, I feel like we should be able to get over that shit. To me, I feel as though we should be able to get over it. Black women, black women ready to bang. Now, I do feel like there's a more push to learning how to shake your ass. There's more focus on that than I feel like there should be. There should be more focus on black women learning how to defend themselves. Teaching our children. Black men should be able to teach our children how to defend themselves and how to use guns. So that way, our women aren't being victims, even when we're not around, because we can't always be around. But black women, I feel as though need to learn, should focus more on self-defense instead of learning how to walk in heels, for example. Watchful Girl, I'm happy I could do that. Watchful Girl says, your video on NFL, Kobe, and interracial dating brought me back into focus. The part of that specifically focused on black men, black women relationships. That was powerful. Thank you. Mad love to you for seeing that. Because again, hell, I could make a video about, black women need to learn how to, use their skills to defend themselves. And people say I'm hating black women. I tell black women, get your ass in the motherfucking gym. People say, I'm hating black women. If I say to black women, take that shit out your motherfucking head, wear your natural hair, or at least buy natural looking weaves, and then I'm hating black women. If I tell black women to stop sucking off Beyonce and all these Cardi B's and stop supporting all these motherfuckers who aren't for you, then that's looked at as hating on black women. Stop shaking your ass all over the goddamn internet. I done got tired of seeing ass, yo. I never thought the day would come. Never thought the day would come. When I would get tired of seeing ass. If you had told me when I was a kid, like, one day you gonna get tired of seeing ass, I'd have been like, what? I'm tired of seeing black women's ass. I'm tired of seeing women who do nothing but shake their ass be hoisted up like Meg the Stallion. How the fuck? How? And she has a nice ass. I'm just tired of seeing it because now, along with her ass, I gotta see Lizzo's ass. Like, hold on, because, I gotta see Lizzo's ass too. And Lizzo's justification is, well, her ass is out. And I can't even knock her for the justification because her ass is out. Now I got to see Lizzo's ass every day. All 17 of her backs. Y'all, hold on. Oh, shit. What? I got to look at Lizzo, her ass, 17 backs. I can't deal with it. It's like, no, go to the gym. Lizzo could change an entire culture of women acting like they happy being obese. She could make videos where she's working out, working that weight down. That would change a piece of the culture. No, nobody want to do that. Nobody want to do it. Nobody wants to, That's body positivity, but it's making my stomach hurt, though. So, therefore, it can't be positive. My stomach, though. How is that body positivity? That's what I'm being told. Tosh, I do have Cashapp. That link's in the description box. If not, if you don't see it now, it'll come up after the video. It'll come up after the video. Y'all, hey, if y'all laughing, y'all fucked up like me. You see? I want y'all to know that. Y'all fucked up. But then you even had, remember when did y'all see Mark Lamont Hill come out here and try to go in on Snoop Dogg? Now I'm not a Snoop Dogg supporter. I feel like Snoop Dogg saw this a long time ago. But Snoop Dogg decided to go in on Gayle King, called her some type of bitch, dog face maybe, some type of bitch. But Snoop Dogg, I mean, the word bitch to him is But he came in and went ham because he reveres Kobe. See, I didn't go ham on Gayle King because I revere Kobe. See, I think that distinction needs to be made. I'm not going in on Gayle King because I revere Kobe. I didn't revere Kobe. That motherfucker could hoop. And if I had to play him one-on-one, he might win. But I didn't revere Kobe. It's the big picture. Snoop Dogg is a fan. A lot of these celebrities, they're fans, and they're revering Kobe and his athleticism and what he did for basketball and things like that. But I'm not, I'm not defending Kobe based on the fact that he was just a great basketball player to me. That ain't got shit to do with anything. Nothing to do with nothing. But Mark Lamont Hill gonna try to come out here. Well, he gave a misogynistic opinion. And Mark Lamont Hill is a gay black man. He gay. He don't stand up and ride for black people. That ain't what he into. Out of pocket. Didn't he disrespect Dr. Francis Cress Welsing? Didn't he do that? Now all of a sudden, he gonna disrespect Cress Welsing because he gay as fuck, and a lot of these homosexuals don't fuck with Cress Welsing because she was banging on these homo ass niggas. But disrespect her, cape for Gayle King, and black women supporting that? Black women supporting that? Because a lot of this stuff I see, I feel like black women aren't necessarily, I can't say not wanting to support these people, but if it's something against a black man, black women gonna jump on board. Black men have the same motherfucking problem. If it's something against a black woman, black men want to jump on board. Like, no, we gotta stop that shit. Mark Lamont Hill is a trash ass, homo ass, fuck boy ass, bitch ass nigga. That's what he is. That's what he is. It doesn't make any sense. As he capes for Gayle King, as she makes the image of him, his image. Because he's still a black man, even though he gay as fuck. His image is now the one that's the most criminalized image in the world. No other man on this planet has the image that the black man does as far as being a criminal. That justifies me being killed and my son being killed. So hell yeah, fuck Gayle King's bitch ass. What you mean? And I don't give a fuck if somebody thinks that's misogynistic. She's saying fuck me and she's saying fuck my sons. So I don't give a fuck if she get called some type of bitch. Because she's taking it out of her, she's taking her time to make the image of the black man the only criminal image in the motherfucking world. So fuck her and Oprah. Fuck them both. Who gives a fuck? That was so misogynistic, toxic, him calling her a dog-faced bitch. Do you hear what she's saying about your sons? What, implying about your sons? Is that only black men are engaged in degeneracy? Only black men are engaged in criminal behavior? Only black men should be reprimanded and brought to quote-unquote justice for it? No. No, Mark Lamont. You don't get to disrespect Cress Welsing and come cape for Gayle King. I saw you. Fuck you. Kill your motherfucking self. That's how I feel. And see, I don't mince words like that, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to mince words. That's how I feel. Gayle King hasn't come out and banged on no white men. She hasn't said she was wrong. Oprah gonna say Gayle King was crying about her getting death threats after the Kobe thing. Now, I don't think she should be getting death threats or nothing like that, but My shoulders still shrug. Like, them bitches on permanent shrug. Like, now maybe these motherfuckers will see that there's a penalty for coming out here and pushing propaganda, anti-black propaganda, just because you black. That don't mean you get to motherfucking do it. That don't mean it. Malika Brooks says, if something happened to Serena Williams and her child, would you as a black man defend her if she died and black men said she deserved to die? Hell fucking yeah. Where you been, Malika? Where you been, Rochelle? Talking about facts. Where the fuck y'all been? Are y'all not listening to anything? Where y'all been? This is here's the problem. I'll take this comment to give this perfect example, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It's these type of comments that are made. But because I'm a black man speaking on this blanket stupid ass comment will be made, even though a motherfucker haven't seen my work, haven't looked at my contribution, what I speak about, what I defend, and how I defend. Ain't gave a fuck about none of it. Saw a black man speaking about Gayle King, puts this question in here because that's the question she will put on somebody else's post. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. Y'all black women, when you have allies, you don't show no motherfucking respect and you don't support. You ask stupid ass questions like that. Even though I done sit here and said, this is what the fuck I do. Even though I sit here and do this shit on my videos all the motherfucking time. Even when black men call themselves mad. Even when black men call me simps for it. I still bang. You goddamn right I would defend Serena Williams. Even though I disagree with her motherfucking swirling. She's still a black woman. And if this system came out here and this white motherfucking society said Serena Williams deserved to die or anything like that, try to bring up something in her past to disgrace her or defame her name, you goddamn right, because she's black. And you're not doing it because of any other reason other than she's black. They disrespect Serena Williams on the goddamn tennis court right now. We had a goddamn white supremacist motherfucker want to put a cartoon out, want to try to show Serena Williams looking like a motherfucking gorilla. You think I didn't come out here and defend her? You goddamn right. You think I give a fuck if she land up with a white man? Hell no. Because they're disrespecting black women that are playing tennis and beating these white hoes' ass. And I know what they're doing. Do I agree with her landing up with somebody white? No. Don't agree with that. But that don't mean I'm going to let this white society come out here and bang on her and disrespect her based on her blackness. They're not disrespecting her based on who she married to. And that's what y'all black people need to understand. This the bullshit I'm talking about right here. Prime example of the bullshit. They have these questions and they post them everywhere. They probably got them on copy and motherfucking paste in their goddamn phones. They just post them everywhere. They don't care who they talking to. They don't care who they're dealing with. They just post them. This the bullshit I'm talking about. Y'all black women claim you want allies. Ain't enough black men out here doing this, that, and the other. Black men don't never speak up for us. One that does still got to deal with stupid ass questions like that. So y'all gonna support the motherfuckers that support you or nah? Rochelle talking about some fucking facts. Fuck you mean? Who the fuck y'all talking to? Y'all motherfuckers coming here, y'all talking to the wrong one. That's the bullshit I'm talking about right there. Prime example. Prime example. Shout out to Taz. Taz in the motherfucking house. But that's what I'm talking about though. That's the prime example of what I'm saying. Like, come on now. I'm going to defend Serena Williams. Am I going to say that she on some bullshit with this white man? Yeah, she is on some bullshit with this white man. Her wealth's going to go to him, all that shit. Yeah, she is on some bullshit. But if this white society tries to disrespect her, I'm going to bang. Because that's what the fuck I do for my team. That's what it is. That's how it is. That's who I am. Y'all black women that have these issues with black men and all this shit, and you leave these blanket motherfucking comments on every black man video you see, you need to cut that shit out. Find out who your allies are and support them. Fuck wrong with y'all? Claiming you want allies, but then you sit around here banging on every black man like he the same. Stop that shit. It doesn't make any sense. Yin Strong says, I think women are in their feelings with this because the men stay riding for men, but when there is a continuous trash thrown at black women, there is no defense. Yes, there is. I'm right here. This is the blanket statement, though. Is it not, Yin? That's what I'm talking about. I can't speak for what other black men are doing. I can't speak for that. I cannot speak for what other black men doing. Talk about what other black men doing on their platform. Because I bang on them motherfuckers too. That has nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck if women in their feelings. I need to take those feelings where they belong. They don't belong over here on this goddamn channel. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about that feeling shit. I could take my hurt, internalize it, and go out here and bang on every black woman I see if I wanted to. Right? There are black men that do it. Don't they? They don't give a fuck if a black woman is supporting black men. They're going to still come out here and say stupid ass shit to her. And I'm against that. I'm completely against that. So I'm going to be against black women doing the same shit. Don't come over here with that bullshit. I don't care nothing about no damn feelings. I don't care nothing about all of that. You come over here and you approach me like the man that I am. Not the black man that you've been, the other 10 videos you saw. I don't give a fuck about that. We talking about me. So I don't need to see those comments. Period. Period. And black women, this is something you could work on. I know y'all don't like to hear nothing about what you work on. This is something you can work on. Supporting your allies. Instead of talking about all the negative niggas you see. Black men, support your allies. Instead of talking about all the negative black women you see. That don't make sense to me. Come on now. All y'all talk about is negativity. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them. Starve them out. Come support the people that motherfucking ride for you. And that's it. And that's the code. Always talking about the code. What part of the code is coming over here and approaching every black person, every black man you see like they the negative black man that you just got through watching? You done gave hours upon hours upon hours to negativity. But you gonna come over here and give me a comment that you left on that motherfucker's video. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. Y'all know I love black women. I love the team. But you motherfuckers that come over here with this bullshit, you gonna have to get the fuck up out of here. And if my minds, if you see these motherfuckers in here, get them the fuck up out of here. They don't belong here. They don't see. They don't even know how to pick their own goddamn allies. There's no way they can be on code. And if you don't have a goddamn code, then you need to get the fuck out of here. That's all it is to it. Nah, fuck that. Talking about calm down. You know how long I've been doing this shit, Michelle? Do you know how long I done had to deal with this shit? Being a black man and ride for black women and then have black women come in here and say stupid ass shit to me? All while they claiming they want allies, wanting black men to defend them. I'm not gonna calm down. I'm not calming down. They're not asking questions. They making comments to speak on my motherfucking character. Would you defend a black woman? They should be seeing me defend black women if they was watching and sub to my channels, but instead they subscribe to a motherfucking channel who hate black women and they wake up and watch that shit every goddamn day. I'm not gonna calm down because I'm tired of this shit. It don't make sense. You want to be defended, someone who defends you, you still come with the bullshit. No, I'm not calming down. No. This is true, Jack. A lot of black people do love drama. That's all they give a fuck about is drama and negativity. I'm not calming the fuck down. I ride. God damn it, I ride and I don't give a fuck. So I'm not gonna calm down. Support your allies, black women. Stop focusing on swirlers, coons, degenerate ass black men, these SYSBM, these motherfuckers, MGTOW. Y'all focus like this is all black men. Fuck that shit. I'm not calming down because I'm tired of seeing. I'm tired of these motherfuckers getting all the attention. They get all the attention, all your comments, all your views. Black men riding for your ass. Well, you know, y'all black men don't defend us. Nah, fuck that y'all shit. Nah, I'm not calming down, Michelle. You can leave if you tired. If you tired. If you tired, you can leave. Because this is something that, goddamn it, black people need to work on. We don't support our allies properly. That's not something I can calm down about because it's happening too much. If Michelle got a problem, y'all might get her the fuck up out of here. No, this ain't Curtis Blow on my shirt. That's Cecil Williams. Black man who had the heart enough to drink out of a whites-only fountain. Black man who has some heart. Get him the fuck up out of here. There you go, Elaine. Just don't be on no bullshit, Elaine. Mad love to Elaine. I just made you a mod. If motherfuckers got a problem with my energy, if they got a problem with my passion, they can get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of seeing this shit. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. I'm so tired of black women acting like they have no allies whatsoever. None. You have allies. You just have to support your allies. Support the men who ride for you. Don't sit around talking about the men that don't all the time. That doesn't make any sense. Because now you're giving them the energy. Come give it to brothers like me. Brothers like Taz. Now, I don't watch many YouTube videos on here, but there are brothers that do have black women's backs, that keep it balanced, keep it fair. They're going to come out here and chew your ass out when you need to chew out a little bit about some shit that you're doing, like supporting Meg Thee Stallion. Y'all need to stop. But also, not going to let nobody come out here and disrespect you, and not going to let this goddamn white media conglomerate come out here and make you the face of everything degenerate. I'm not going to let nobody do it to black women, because if I let them do it to you, they doing it to my daughters. That's what we don't understand. They doing it to my children. Me, you, our kids, we all in this shit together. Well, I don't know why y'all don't understand that shit. This white motherfuckers, they stay on code. They stay supporting each other, even when they're wrong. They stay together. And all black people want to do is focus on the negativity. If I sit around and scroll the internet all day looking for negative comments that black women are making, all my videos would be on some negative shit. But I'm not about to do that, because I'm not paying that shit no motherfucking attention. We don't come in and talk about it sometime. We'll come in and talk about some of the negative comments that men make sometimes, but I'm not going to focus on just that. That doesn't make any sense to me, to be pro-black but focus only on the negativity within, or the negative comments that black women are making about black men. I'm not going to only focus on that, because that's going to mean that I'm going to sit around and say that, all black women do this and all black women. I'm not going to do that shit, because I know black men have allies. There aren't many, but black men do have allies within black women, but those black women don't get our support like they're supposed to. All we do is focus on the negative. We go to a post, see these black women going ham, that's all we focus on. What about the black women that do ride for black men? The black women that love black men? That support black men? That speak positivity for black men? So I'm going to come and ride for them in hopes that these other motherfuckers get on board. I can't make them. You ain't about to yell at negative-minded black people so much that they just going to get on board. No. That ain't going to happen, y'all. And by now, we should know that. Right, John. You're right. They call those women pick-me's. Like, I'm going to tell you what's so funny about the phrase pick-me. Because you would think, as a black woman, you would want a black man to pick you. I would think that would be the goal. As a black man, you want a black woman to pick you. I would think that would be the goal, but that's an insult. How we turn wanting to be chosen by our own people into an insult. Like this, something is wrong. Something is wrong. A black woman wanting to be chosen by a black man. These are people that's anti-interracial relationships, at least according to them. But a black woman who wants to be chosen by a black man is a pick-me. Y'all let these motherfuckers get away with this shit. Y'all let these people get away with this silly ass shit. Anti-interracial dating, a black woman that supports black men is a pick-me. Okay. We wanting our race to stay with our race. We want black men to stop wanting to fuck with these white hoes. Wouldn't that cause for black women to be pick-me's? We wanting black women to stop running to white men. Wouldn't that call for black men being essentially pick-me's? Or I get called a simp all the time. Even though the motherfuckers that's calling me a simp, they're illegitimate. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers that got really serious issues with me want to call me a simp and all this shit. They're illegitimate though. These are guys that will, they can't get black women, so their defense is to be anti-black woman and talk shit about black women like that's gonna make black women line up in front of them like they're gonna get their pick of the litter. Dumb niggas is what I call them for short. But, call me whatever the fuck you want. I'm still gonna ride. And I'm still gonna bang. That's what we do. It's what we do. Counter-racist evolving engineer, the Cree Show says there are 100 black women supporting black men, then vice versa. You are a unicorn, Rob. Then y'all need to come stand with the goddamn unicorn. Come stand with me. And quit talking shit to me. And maybe more will come about. Which, again, to me, there is no competition. I know you said there's 100 black women supporting black men. I don't know where you got those numbers from. I don't know what you're basing it on. A lot of y'all get y'all numbers from the internet. And there are women that support black men, but a lot of black women do not support black men. So we have to be real about that. Black people don't support each other. And that's just the reality of it. We don't support each other. So acting like there's just some litany of black women supporting black men, there are some, but just like there are some black men supporting black women, they just don't get the focus. They don't get the attention. They don't get that. They don't get the attention because a lot of times, these people will create these crowds where everybody has an angst, everybody has something negative that could have happened to them that tries to curb, that curbs their attitudes towards black people. And these are meeting grounds, cesspools of these same mentalities. And black people like that shit. They want somebody to come in and help them feed their negativity as opposed to helping them feed their positivity. See, when we go to eat, we only want negative shit. Like, yeah, that's right, I hate these motherfuckers. Yeah, them bitches, these motherfucking sorry ass black men, yeah, they come to eat that. That's what they want to eat. They want to eat that. They're going to eat that till they die, a lot of them. They're not trying to feed themselves anything positive. Black folk don't like good food. Y'all know how we eat. They don't like good food. They like that negative shit. They like the shit that kind of fuels that negative fire they have within them. So they're going to stand around and be in groups and be in little conglomerates that are the same way. Because they don't see. They don't see the big picture. They don't see that shit. And they create these little groups. That's why you have these SYSBMs and all these other motherfuckers running around with these little group divestors and all this shit. Like, this shit, it just doesn't make sense. Black people are the only motherfuckers that sit around doing shit like that. Because we don't understand. We don't get it. We don't get it. We don't see how that fuels the fire within us. And then us staying separate, the white man and his mama, rubbing their hands together like Birdman. Like, yeah. As long as they can keep us separate, they can keep beating us. That's why when somebody made an example of the Black Panther Party, seeing black people together, just seeing black people together, That intimidated the entire nation. That bothered the entire American 3Ks. Don't get this shit fucked up. Incorporated government. It bothered them so much just to see us standing together. And that's just standing. Like, groups of black men and women. That alone, like, to me, I shouldn't have to convince as hard as I do. I shouldn't have to convince as hard as I do, because we know what the government did. As soon as they saw that, they was like, oh, hell no. We're going to do everything in our power to fuck this up. Black people being together intimidates the entire motherfucking world. It intimidates in the entire world. And we don't see it. So, we'll take everything that happens and decide to choose sides. Black women gonna sit over here, point fingers at black men. I'm not, get counter racist, whatever her name is. Like, come on. Come on, man. Is this what we doing? This is what we're gonna do? Tell me how. I'll ask you this question. What is this comment? I'm gonna read this comment. Says, come on, Rob. On every march/protest line, there are more black women than black men. Black women are the ones lining up to visit prisons and put money on books. Nothing similar can be said about black men supporting black women. What does your comment mean here in this space that you're in right now? What does this mean? What are you bridging a gap by saying this? Tell me what you're doing. Because your name says you're counter racist, but what does your comment do for the team? What are you doing? I just want to, I'll give you a chance to answer. What does that comment do? What gap are you bridging by making a comment like that? Because I never said that black women weren't on the front lines, but I'm not going to sit here and say black men just don't support black women. I'm not going to say that either. That's not explaining. Saying truth must be faced to solve a problem. Tell me what you mean by that. I never said. I actually just talked about the Black Panther Party, which was made up of over 65% black women. So, you know, what are you saying? When did I say? I say black people don't support each other. Because that's what we're dealing with. That's the reality. You're lying. Now you're just lying, counter racist, evolving engineer. Let me tell y'all how, this is what I'm talking about right here. She says, you said there are tons of black men who support black women. When did I say that? I said the black men that do support black women, although small in number, should be getting support from black women. Didn't I say that? Somebody tell me, we can go back, and I don't have a court stenographer or nothing like that here. Somebody tell me where I said there are tons. Somebody tell me. I don't even use words like tons. Tell me where I said it. I said black people don't support each other. Facts, right? You said we need to deal with the truth, right? I said that the black men that do support black women may be outnumbered by all the negativity, but black women should focus on the ones that have their back, same as black men. I'm just, you know. I'm just trying to figure this thing out. No, it's okay. It's okay, Miss Murphy. It's gonna be all right. I just want to know when I said that. Because there are a lot of black men who dedicate themselves to disparaging black women, but black women shouldn't be giving them all their energy. They should come over here and support people that are positive, who have their back. That's what I said. So I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's being said. But I know what the fuck I said. But the SYSBM is Save Yourself Black Men. It's a movement where they're trying to, and actually, whenever I was talking to an Obsidian, I was talking to Obsidian on Taz's, on a Taz panel. He says that black men, I assume, and I still believe that a lot of this shit just has something to do with white women. Save Yourself Black Men is them trying to go to other races of women, mainly white, but also foreign black women, to find femininity, to find love, and these types of things. So just stop fucking with American, or stop fucking with ADOS women and go get women in other countries. And to me, on top of that, is get white women first. If white women don't work out for you, then go get black women from South America and other places. Save Yourself Black Men from the women who are in America, or something to that effect. Something that doesn't need to be said. An organization that doesn't need to exist, to me. But the thing about black people is that we have a tendency to, when we have gripes with the opposite sex, we want to make sure everybody knows, here's our gripe, here's why we have the gripe, and we're going to go somewhere else. And we do that publicly, and we don't see anything wrong with that. But you have to understand that these black men are not B1, 2, 3. They're not black first, second, and third. They're not that. So we got to start letting these motherfuckers go. Now, I hate that they make so much noise when they leave. I do hate that. You can hear the pitter-patter of little feet. I hate they make so much noise, but let them go. That's fine. Let SYSBM go to South America, get whatever woman they want, or get white women. Then they're going to be mad about a black man like me having sex with multiple black women. This seems to be a problem. Well, Rob one of them dudes that can get pussy from all types of different black women. He Pookie, he Ray Ray, we out. Okay, go leave. That's more women. That's more women. More reasons for y'all to be mad, right? More reasons for motherfuckers to be policing my dick, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Y'all take y'all asses on. Get the fuck up out of here. Find you a white woman, go to South America, get you a woman, do whatever the fuck it is you got to do. But that's going to be more women for men like me that y'all got a problem with. So it's a weird movement. It's weird, but let them go. Stop acting like y'all mad at them for going. Let them go. Don't say nothing to them. I bet money, if y'all would stop paying these motherfuckers attention, let them go, they would have a whole lot less to say. Because they fuel off negativity too. They fuel off people coming and telling them, well, you shouldn't talk about black women like that, which they shouldn't. And they motherfucking coons. But if they're leaving, let them go. They some coons. But let them go. More for me. They're going to be mad about me then. They're going to be mad. Y'all black women, stop talking. Stop. And black people in general, stop doing that shit. If somebody want to go fuck with a white man, or if somebody want to go fuck with a white woman, okay. Let them do whatever the fuck they feel like they need to do. I don't care. But they gonna be mad when I pick up they slack. It's men like him who's the problem with the community. Nigga, I got to pick up your slack. You left. You gone. Don't I? Don't I got to pick up your motherfucking slack? And then you be mad at that. It's like, these motherfuckers are dedicated to being mad. It don't matter what. They just mad. Now, the only metric I hold these motherfuckers to that do go get these white motherfuckers is, y'all know my new metric. You can't be out here talking about black shit if you can't inspire the white person you land up with to use their whiteness to fight systematic racism and oppression of black people. If you can't get your white people that you fucking to form a conglomerate and fight racism, then your white person ain't worth a fuck, and you, by default, ain't worth a fuck. Now, if you're not disparaging black people, you just going over there minding your business, laying up in the motherfucking caves, getting your vitamin D deficiency going, all up in the caves and the shadows and shit, then go lay up in your caves. But if you come up in and you laying up in the caves and you got a motherfucking bullhorn, a loudspeaker, talking your shit, then I'm gonna have an issue with you. Because you can shut the fuck up. I don't need to hear you yelling at me from the caves. Like there's a festival going on in that motherfucker. You're vitamin D deficient, my nigga. Your mind ain't even working right. You have a deficiency. So why am I listening to you? Oh, these white hoes, they the ones I need the whole time. Nigga, you in a cave. You're not getting the sunlight you need to process thoughts properly, because you need that sun, you know. And then look at the white bitch you got. Like, it must be dark in there. It can't be no light in there. Look what you got. Dark in them caves, ain't it? Pussy ain't got no face, huh? I can tell you believe in that shit. Look at what you got. Y'all go ahead, though. You go ahead and do that. Vitamin D deficient, laying up in the motherfucking caves with your goddamn bullhorn. All these beautiful black women out here, I'm gonna have to pick up your slack. I'll holler. And when she come out, or he come out and call you a nigga, don't come over here crying. Don't come over here motherfucking crying. Because I don't want to hear your goddamn mouth. They act like that in them caves. You know they act like that in them caves. I don't want to hear your goddamn mouth, you see. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear it. Right, the motherfucking Lonnie Love, like, bitch, you in the caves. Beige Negress says 2 million more black women than black men. That's a lot. I think it's like 3-1, 2-1, or some shit like that, man. Somebody got to pick up this slack. Somebody got to do the work. Somebody got to do the work, man. Same thing with all these black men decide they want to be gay. Like, okay. Now, them gay motherfuckers are not B123. This is my problem with the name B1. They ain't B shit, actually. You know. And they put their sexuality over their race. And that's why I don't respect them. But, okay, you want to lay up with men. You want to genetically annihilate yourself. I know me yelling at you ain't gonna work. Go ahead. More from me. I gotta pick up your slack. In a little while here, y'all gonna have to not be so mad about polygamy. Quiet is kept. Quiet is kept. We losing these numbers like this. It's just like, somebody got to do the work. I'll deal with these black women who y'all can't seem to deal with, who you can't seem to get over or deal with their attitudes. I'll deal with it. You go ahead. You keep screaming from your motherfucking caves. Scream from your caves. Practice genetic annihilation. Do whatever the fuck y'all need to do. I'll pay out to pick up the slack. I'm gonna have to raise sons that gotta pick up your motherfucking slack. So y'all go ahead. Well, that's what a lot of them are saying. Lady M says just go to Africa or these other countries and bring your mate back to America or go back to their country. That's what a lot of them are saying. A lot of them are saying they're going to go to Africa and find these women. But, you know, if you go to Africa and you are a fuck boy, I don't understand why we're not dealing with the fact that a lot of these dudes are just fuck boys. They don't have the right type of masculinity to get a woman anyway. You're not going nowhere. Then we can pretend that Africa is the land of conscious black women, but Africans, a lot of them are following behind a lot of westernized culture. There is no haven. They watching Real Housewives over there too. They bleaching their skin over there too. They taking pills over there to goddamn lighten their babies up before they even have them. They worshiping white folk over there too. So you gonna get the mouth. You just gonna get it with an African accent. You gonna get the mouth, but you gonna get it with a South American accent. Because once a woman is with you and see you on some bullshit, you're not going to avoid it. It's like Pac-Man chasing your ass around. You're not gonna avoid it. You just gonna get a new accent attached to it. And if you ain't built, you just ain't gonna be built. That's all it is to it. I'm not saying people can't find success in other countries. But for the reason that these guys are using a lot of them, it's like, bro, like, no. It ain't gonna work like that. But go ahead. In your stay, I'll pick up your motherfucking slack. I'll do the work. I'll do the work. You want her attitude with a Jamaican accent, or with a Ghanaian accent, or with a Ethiopian accent, with a South American accent. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Because I don't know what the fuck these dudes talking about, because I done dealt with all types of women from all over the place. And if they going to have an attitude, they going to have a little bit of a fucking attitude. You got to convince them that you're not the motherfucker to have an attitude with. And it don't matter where you go. That's what you going to have to do. Like, oh no, I'm not the one. Save your attitude for, you know, some of these white motherfuckers out here. Maybe some people that are, you know, bothering you. You save it for that. But I'm not the motherfucking one. That's work you're going to have to do no matter where you go. That's just all it is to it. These black men don't want to do this work. And I'm not saying that all, black women are going to change their attitudes and things like that. But you're going to have to put work in no matter what. You're going to have to be worthy of her not having an attitude with you. That's going to have to be something she don't even want to do. Because she don't want to either upset you, she don't want to be on your bad side, and she don't want to miss out on that dick. A lot of y'all black men don't leverage your dick like you're supposed to. And a lot of y'all can't, because, you know, you ain't really hitting on shit anyway. She having to use dildos and vibrators anyway. Quiet is kept. But you're not leveraging your dick. You'll let her get out of pocket, come out of her mouth, and you still gonna fuck her. You still gonna have sex with her. You're gonna do all that same shit. You're not leveraging your power. First you gotta have the power, but then you're not leveraging it, man. And that's not you can't be mad at me for that. You can't be mad at black women for that. You ain't hitting on shit, bro. These dudes believe that because they have an education and a job and wear shirts buttoned all the way up to the top, that it's like that's not, I mean, it's not going to, that don't make you no better than anybody. It don't work like that. You put your tie on, blazer too. Got your little briefcase. That don't make you better than anybody. You still could not have conversation. You still could not have wit about yourself, leadership capabilities. You could not know how to motherfucking fight, defend yourself, let alone defend a woman. Like these dudes act like they can just show up with a resume. Here, look, I went to college. Okay, you went to college. You went to college. A lot of these black women that go to college, them motherfuckers be feeling like they smart as hell. They got, boy, y'all be talking about these hood rats got mouth. There's a propaganda machine waging. Because if you get you a woman that got some education, boy, like, I don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. I feel like motherfuckers ain't been out here in the real world or some shit. She might have some education. She put a nice business suit on or something like that. But boy, you're not getting away from it. You're not going to. She may not be ghetto or hood ratty, but she got an educated mouth. Educated mouth, boy, let me tell you something. It can piss a dude off if he ain't ready. If he ain't ready, it can piss him off. But it ain't no, it's, I'm just saying. Malik Gilmore says, so Rob, what do you have to say about them saying black men are the ones destroying the community and them not taking any responsibility? Because black men do that a lot. Black men do that a lot. And particularly leaving our kids to be raised in situations or leaving our kids to be raised with moms alone. That's real shit. That is real shit. A lot of black men are like this. And we can't ignore and act like they don't exist just to fit a narrative. That's why when I talk about us, I talk about us. Because we all have to talk about what we're doing here and the bullshit that we putting down in the community. Black men be doing that shit. A lot of times. It's happening. And a lot of resentment and bitterness is built up based on this. Now, I'm not saying that black men and women have to, necessarily stay in relationships together. But them kids, a lot of black women are bitter because they have to go at these kids alone. They don't have a man to call on, a man to come up to the school with them. They don't have this. And that creates bitterness within them. They got to do it all by themselves. That creates bitterness. If you've ever seen a black mom work as far as what she's doing for her child, having to do that shit solo, not having anybody to call on or even talk to about a long motherfucking day they might have had with your annoying ass kid that you done create and you ain't even know where, she can't even call and bitch to you about it. She can't call on you to come pick nobody up. That creates a lot of the bitterness because they don't have an outlet. That's real. And it has to be dealt with. That's fucking the game up, man. You watch a black mom work. See what all she do. Changing diapers, feeding the baby, doing the hair, getting ready for school, taking him to school, picking up from school. Man, that shit is work. And if you're a black man and you've ever, taken care of a kid by yourself or the mom is gone, it's work. It's not no easy shit. That takes work. And if you haven't do that by yourself, you have no outlet for help. A lot of times that can create the mentalities that are bitter and that are very negative towards black men as well. This is real. I'm not going to ignore that shit because I see it. When I go up to the schools, a lot of times, if I'm not the only dad, I'm one of the only dads there. Talking to these teachers, making sure they treat my kids right. A lot of times I'm the only dad there. It's moms. And you even have some teachers and stuff that will say that shit. Like, well, I don't really see moms say like that. Now, I haven't been able to go to schools as much because I'm on the road a lot. That's one thing about this truck driving shit that will weigh in on your psyche because I'm used to being up at the schools. I'm used to, changing the diapers and all that shit. I'm used to doing everything. But I'm not able to do as much as I have been able to in the past, you see. I'm not able to do as much fucking with these trucks. But I'm not going to do this shit forever. But, I'm that can weigh on your psyche. But a lot of these moms, man, when I used to go up to these schools and be up at these schools all the time, ain't no fathers there, man. Ain't no somebody taking off work to go to the school, typically it's the mom. The mom is going to have to handle that. When somebody calling, from the school calling somebody, they calling the mom. That's how it is, man. And a lot of that can create some issues, man. It creates issues with our communities, and it creates a divide within our community. Now, I'm not saying there aren't some dysfunctional ass moms out here. A lot of them don't. Nobody wants to talk about them. There are a lot of dysfunctional ass moms that keep good fathers away from their children. They have to be dealt with too. This is why when I say we have to deal with us as a team, we gotta deal with us. We gotta deal with the fathers that run around leaving these moms to raise these kids by themselves. And we gotta deal with these moms that's out here keeping these kids away from these men. You see, we gotta deal with that shit because it creates that environment of bitterness. Whether it be black men being bitter or black women being bitter, it creates that environment of bitterness. And we gotta deal with that shit, man. We have to. This is just what's real. That shit's not easy as you may think. It's not easy, man. And we have to, and we as men have to be better about understanding perspectives of where women are coming from, even when moms are talking about the issues that they have. Now, of course, moms aren't going to admit, well, yeah, I am using my kid and I'm keeping them away from their father. I know this is happening, so I don't let them get off the motherfucking hook, me personally. But we have to be even about the conversation because bitterness is being created on both sides. And our kids are being victims of it. And nobody is really giving a fuck about that aspect of it. Because I think our kids should supersede any of these little issues and things like that should be able to be worked out for the children unless there's abuse involved. So we got kids to raise, man. And it don't matter. I don't give a damn. Out of wedlock, in wedlock, divorced, whatever. I don't care what the situation is. These children, though. They need both of y'all there. And they need to see both of y'all being functional. Y'all might need to go up to the school together. Even if y'all not together. You might need to go up to the school together. Y'all might need to do a birthday party together. Might need to take their kids somewhere together just so they can see you being functional. And if you have, and if you're with, and this is, I'm going to say this. If you with somebody else, and they're not comfortable with that, then you don't need to be with them. You don't need to be there. My kids' moms have introduced me to other men that they may be dealing with at the time. And those men could try to be jealous, but motherfucker, I'm going to be here. Now, I ain't trying to push up on, your woman or nothing like that. A lot of people have insecurities about that. I ain't trying to push up on her, but kids need to see their parents being functional. They don't need to always be separate. That's healthy raising for a child. Now, your mom and daddy may not be able to work the relationship part out. We may not even get that right. But we got this love for you. And you get to feel both of them at the same time sometimes. And that's what needs to happen. That's not, to me, that's a necessary thing. I wouldn't care. If a woman came into my life and told me, well, I don't feel comfortable with you going nowhere with your kid's mom and your kid. Well, bitch, you can hit the motherfucking door. Because I got to live up to and be the hero in this child's eyes and do everything that I can to make sure that this child is raised properly. Do my best. Even if me and the mom aren't together, I must do my best. Because a lot of the trauma that we have, where people bring it from? Childhood. What they talk about? They mom and them, they daddy and them, what the things that they did. So if we say mental health matters, and this is the new slogan, everybody want to talk about mental health, it starts right here. It starts right here. Because when you talk to people about their problems, they're coming from their childhood. So if we're going to say mental health matters, if we're going to say that, then we must also hold parents to the account of creating the mental health problems. We don't have a choice. And it don't matter how you want to sugarcoat it. It don't matter if you don't want to be held responsible for it. You must be held responsible for it. We as parents must be held responsible for that. If all your kids see is y'all fighting all the time, y'all can't go nowhere together, can't take the baby out to eat, where y'all just vibing, nothing. It don't have to be no sexual shit. It don't have to be no romance type shit. But sometimes your kid need to see that. And need to feel that love from everybody at the same time. Regardless of what the relationship status is. Motherfuckers don't want to be on that shit though. That shit matters, man. I've even seen it happen in divorce because a lot of motherfuckers want to talk about, they want to talk about out of wedlock. I've seen this happen in divorce. Mom and dad start hating each other so much they can't even be in the same goddamn room with each other. Can't even be around each other. What's that doing for that child? You creating dysfunction for that child. They should at least be able to see y'all be cordial. They should at least see you be able to care about the situation that their mom in. Because a lot of men they don't mind their kids' moms being in fucked up situations and think that shit is okay. Nigga, that's where your kid at. Whatever she's going through, your child going through. Women the same way. That's the father of your child. If he's broken down and beat down and torn down, that's your child's father. You shouldn't be celebrating that. I've heard married men be divorced, got kids with the woman, and don't wish nothing but negativity on this woman. It's like, how? But when I talk to men about this type of stuff, this is the type of stuff I get called a simp for. Right? This type of stuff I get called a simp for. And it ties into black people forcing themselves to be in relationships and waiting it out too long. Y'all stay together too long. You came to the point where you hate this motherfucker. Because you was forcing yourself. You was forcing it. You was posing for the camera. Posing for that camera. And now y'all developed hate for each other. And now y'all can't be in the same room with each other. Now your kid can't even see y'all have a cordial conversation, even about something that may be going on with the kid. You got men that wish all this bitterness on these women. You got women that will take their bitterness and go down to the courthouse. This shit really happening. And all it creates is bitterness. That's it. There's nothing else that's created here. But then we want to talk about mental health matters. You see. A lot of these women that have problems with black men, it's because they have issues with their black father. A lot of them have issues with their fathers. Or lack thereof. A lot of that. That means this shit is really happening out here. And we have to be real about that's going on. A lot of them fathers turn their back on them. A lot of them fathers go create whole families. I've talked to many black women that their mom and dad was together. Dad go have a kid with, in another family and completely forget about the kid that they had. They going over there to raise a whole other family. And that creates resentment. Mental health. In a child's mind, that creates resentment. How this motherfucker just gonna go over there and raise a family, be smiling up in pictures and shit, and just leave me over here in the dust? How they gonna do that to me? I thought they loved me. That's my father. The first man that's gonna ever love a child. And your first love destroys you? Your first love? Now I know a lot of time we talk about romance. Look, no. Your first love for a woman is her dad. Point blank, plain and simple. It's her father. That's her first male love. It's her father. If he fucks that up and destroys that, it's gonna be an uphill battle for this woman who's gonna grow into be a woman. It's gonna be an uphill battle there. Because now her first love abandoned her. Motherfucker that was supposed to die for you is gone. He abandoned you for reasons unknown. Especially if they put another family ahead of them. I know women that go through this shit, and it creates that resentment. You're not gonna trust a man to lead you where? My own daddy didn't give a fuck enough to stay around. Who the fuck are you? Now I do feel as though these women need to stay out of relationships. I will say that. These women need to stay out of relationships until these things are dealt with. But that's not what happens. So we got to deal with the reality of it, you see? These women will get in relationships, have a kid with a man, still got them issues with their dad. This man might fuck around and do something, and they going to World War III on him. World War III on him, and may keep him away from that child. Because I'm not going to let you hurt my kid like I was hurt. A lot of them think that's functional. It's not functional. But this is really happening. You see. And it creates a lot of these black women out here typing up on these posts. Because after your first love let you down, you get into other relationships and these men let you down too. It creates a lot of this bitterness, a lot of this animosity. That's what's happening. Because we not dealing with the mental health of that child. That black woman was once a child. She was once a child, you see. Black men, same thing with their moms. A lot of people don't want to factor in the damage that is being done for black men, to black men, with their mothers. A lot of these moms are toxic. Now, I know that there is an automatic, well, if the mom is there, she's good. That's not true, y'all. If you take any amount of time to pay attention, we know that's not true. A lot of these men be destroyed by their moms. Moms may have been there, but moms were toxic as fuck. You take that situation, because typically if you got a toxic ass mom, she done ran off the dad. He couldn't deal with the toxicity. She done ran him off. So now you don't got no daddy there. Toxic ass mom raising you. She beats you down. Talk shit to you. Or over coddle you. Treat you like you're a fucking child. And then you are left to go try to be with a woman who may disappoint you, who may say some fucked up shit about you, may break your heart. Well, now you're dealing with a bitter ass black man. You see, these things are being created from when we are children. This is happening from young. That's why you get a lot of these black men coming out here hating black women. Well, it really started with their moms. These black women, it really started with their dads. When we talk about mental health, we need to be talking about these kids. That's why I talk about kids so much. This shit matters, man. That shit matters. And we're fucking around. We playing games with it. But, y'all, I'm about to get the fuck off here. And actually go, I'm actually going to go. I know my daughter had texted me last night. Go get my kids together and take them out to eat or something. Just, try to do something with them. I figured I'd come here and fuck with y'all. I wanted to get on Gayle King's motherfucking head for painting my sons as goddamn criminals. I wanted to come in and go in on that. Hopefully everybody was able to receive the message. We did talk about other things. So hopefully everybody received the messages. And really the main message here that I want to leave y'all with is black men and women, support your allies. Support your allies, man. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do at all. Support your allies. I know sometimes I be seeing posts where people be like, well, protect such and such at all costs. That's how we need to treat our allies, man. That's how we need to treat our allies. Learn how to recognize your allies. Learn to show love to the people who love you. And understand that in love, it's not going to be all good. Even if it's the way you're raising your child. You can love on them, but you still have to discipline them. You still have to let them know when they're fucking up. And that's the same way I'm going to approach the black community. Black men and women, I love you. But I'm going to let you know when you're fucking up. I'm going to do the work. And sometime when, let me tell you what's so funny, it reminds me of, how sometimes your mama or daddy will get on your ass and in your head you cussing them the fuck out. Like, man, fuck this motherfucking boy, I goddamn, you go in on them in your head. You don't say it out loud, but you go in on them in your head. That's the same way, I feel as though that's the same way that black folk gonna treat me. Now, but they're not gonna do it in their head. They're gonna come do it in my comment section sometimes. So, but I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna be here. I'm an ally for all of us. I'm not just an ally for black women. I'm not just an ally for black men. I'm an ally for all of us because I represent all of us. I came from us. So I'm going to represent us all the time. And, you know, I don't give a fuck who like it. I'm going to get it in. I really appreciate everybody for coming and join me on this stream. Black first, second, and third. We need to be layered. We need to be insulated out here. We need more than one layer. Understand, black first, second, and third, man. That's how this shit has to work. That's the wave. That's my new wave. Hopefully y'all will fuck with it. I will be making a t-shirt. Somebody said I need to put that slogan on a t-shirt. I will be doing that. I'm going to get that done. I may get it done here this weekend. I may get it done sometime early next week. Links in the description box if you want to order t-shirts from me. Donate via Patreon. Whatever you guys want to do. All links to follow me everywhere in the description box. I really hope that, again, this message was received with open mind and open heart. And hopefully y'all will share this as opposed to sharing all the negativity that we have a tendency to share, that we want to shine up and give attention to. Hopefully y'all will start giving support for your allies. And understand that the propaganda machine being waged against black men, black women, is being waged against you too. And that's all it is to it. That's all the fuck I want to say. Mad love, y'all. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.